Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you my collection of glitter, pigments, flakies, foils and all that good stuff. So if you want to have a closer look at my collection, then just keep on watching. So starting off at drawer number 1, this is where I keep most of my indigo nails powders, some glitter mixes and some fine glitter mixes. So let's jump into it. First up I have the original mermaid powder. And these powders are going to be perfect on normal nail polish and also gel polish. I also have the mermaid powder in black. I then have the mermaid powder in black number 2. I then have the silver hollow powder. We then have the mermaid powder in Aquarius. We then have the multi-chrome, and this is perfect underneath different colours, and you could see the colour of the gel polish that you use underneath, which gives it a different effect each time. I then have the pink gold, which is a really beautiful rosy gold sort of powder. And next up I have the two of my favourites, and first up we have 24 karat gold, which is an absolutely stunning powder, and beside that one I also have light gold. Next we're moving on to some Mylar flakes, and this one is by Indigo Nails and it's called Snowflakes number 2. This is probably my favourite Mylar flakes of all time. I also have a couple of the cheap ones. These ones I do not use at all. I think this one isn't actually even Mylar flakes, but when I bought it, it said it was Mylar flakes. It's actually some kind of like rhombus sort of style glitter. These are Mylar flakes, but even if you're encasing them in gel, they still sort of poke through it and give a sharp finish. Next up I have a few glitter mixes, and I don't actually have a lot of these because I like to mix my own glitter, but the ones I do have are really my favourites. First up we have Skittle Bomb by V's Nail Art. Then we have Unicorn Party, also by V's Nail Art. Then we have Mojito by Nail Candy Charms, which is absolutely stunning. Then I have a couple I picked up from eBay from a seller called Smiley's6062. This one is called Punch Drunk and the next one is called Vampire Picnic, and I picked these up for Halloween. Then next up we have a couple from Gnarly Nails Inc, and this is Chinese Fireball. I mean guys, just come on, look at this, it's absolutely stunning. And then we have some hollow pink dots. Then moving on to a few more cheapy sort of brands. These are ones I picked up from either Born Pretty Store or AliExpress. We have a pink holographic glitter. Then we have a silver holographic glitter. Next up we have some AliExpress Mermaid Effect powder. First up we have the white one, then we have the blue one and the yellow one. Next up I have some of this royal blue glitter where I absolutely have no idea where I got it from guys, so I'm so sorry about that. But I have some of these ones here that are very similar and the colours are really quite close. These are by Blue Nest and I picked them up from AliExpress. I have 4 various colours of blue ranging from dark royal blue to a light baby blue. Next up I have a few of these little glitter pots that I picked up from AliExpress also, and these vary from Mermaid Effect to just normal gold glitter, and I also have some chunky glitter in there as well. Next I have another couple of glitters. These ones I'm not too sure where I picked these ones up from because I have a habit of decanting them. But this is just a silver hollow, and then I have a gunmetal grey hollow which is coming up more black. And finally I have a chrome powder by Moira. Now moving on to drawer number 2, this is where I house my pigments and also some glitter shapes. So let's just jump right into it. First up I have the Indigo Nails Glass Me, which is the original one. Then I have the Indigo Nails Hollow Manix, which is totally my favourite hollow powder of all time. Next we are moving on to the Chameleon powders by Indigo Nails, and first up we have Butterfly, which is a purple green shift, And I really like this one, although I'm not a fan of green. This is a stunning finish. Next up we have Alien, which is a seriously beautiful bronzy purpley sort of pink shift to it. Again, an amazing finish. Next we have my favourite of the bunch, and this is Blue Devil. This is a blue pigment with a purple shift. And these pigments are going to be perfect over a black base with a no wipe top coat. Next up we have What's Up Nails Aurora pigment, and this has got to be my favourite pigment of all time. I absolutely adore this. The finish is amazing over lots of different colours. Then I have some of these iridescent flakes that I picked up from Born Pretty store, and these are like Aurora flakes and they have an amazing finish on the nail. Then I have some of Beauty Big Bang's Aurora powder. Next I have some Glitterati Nails pigments, and first up we have Magic Pearl, which again is just a pearl pigment. As you can see, it just looks like a chalky sort of pigment in the pot. Then we have Reflection number 5, which again is almost like a mermaid sort of pigment. You can't really tell in the pot, but it shifts from green to purple. Next up again we have Glitterati Glare Flare, which I guess is almost like an Aurora pigment as well. And lastly for Glitterati Nails we have the Rose Gold pigment. Next up we have some White Pearl powder by Born Pretty store. Next up we have some The Nail Team Silver Hollow Flakes called Galaxy Hollow, and this is the store owned by Gemma Lambert, who used to be the face of Neo Nails before Kirsty Meakin. Next up we have the Black Widow Trio by Gnarly Nails Inc, and this consists of 3 pigments in red, black and silver. Next up we have a wide array of different style glitters, and these ones are just little carnival dots that I got from AliExpress. Then we have some gold hollow hex glitter. Then we have some gunmetal grey little hex glitters and some crystal AB glitters that I picked up from eBay. Next we have royal blue hex glitters and some fine black glitter dust. Then we have some more white mermaid powder. This is probably my favourite kind of powder. Some chameleon sequins from Born Pretty store. Then we have some more silver hollow flakies. More hex glitters, this time silver hollow, which are quite large. Now we're moving on to my collection of more cheapy glitters that I picked up from Born Pretty store. Again, I probably wouldn't advise these, but they are great if you're just looking for a cheap way to jazz up your nail art. Now moving on to drawer number 3, this is where I house all of my flakies and my nail artisan glitter collection. So first up I have Tinseltown from Nail Artisan, which is a gorgeous amber hollow sort of like little shards. Then we have the Nail Artisan Ultra Chameleon flakies, and these come in a set of 5 and they're available on the Nail Artisan website now. These are probably single-handedly my favourite flakies of all time. They're amazing quality, and for the set you get them for an amazing price as well. Next up, I have some of these Bon Pretty Store Flakies. I haven't actually used these yet. I got them as a comparison between the Nail Artisan ones and the Bon Pretty Store ones, so I can't really give you my opinion on these, but they come in a huge collection that I picked up from AliExpress for fairly cheap. I find if you go through AliExpress for your Bon Pretty Store, you can usually get it a lot cheaper. Then I have some of these gorgeous iridescent sequins that I picked up from Bon Pretty Store. I have two. I have the purpley one and this gorgeous green one. Then I have some Bon Pretty Store silver hollow flakies, and now we're moving on to my collection of the Bon Pretty Store iridescent flakies. These again I got in a huge set from AliExpress, and I think it was maybe like 6 or 7 in the set for probably about £4. Moving on to drawer number 4, this is where I house all my dot glitters, also my Shimmer collection from Gnarly Nails Inc. And as you can see here, is also where I house my Bon Pretty Store iridescent mermaid unicorn powder, or whatever the hell it is they call them. And in this set you got 6. Again, I picked them up on AliExpress for slightly cheaper than you would find on Bon Pretty Store. Next up, I have the Gnarly Nails Inc. Shimmer Me Fingers collection, and this collection consists of 6 pigments and you got them for £12.99. I also have a random Gnarly Nails Inc. white pigment that I needed for to mix with my acrylic. Next up for this drawer, I also have quite a big collection of these little dot glitters, which are my favourite type of glitters. They look amazing encased in gel. I have various types and colours, and again I picked these up in a set from AliExpress, and I think it was about £5 for the set of 12. Then finally, I have some of these dot sequins from V's Nail Art and a glitter mix from Nail Artisan. And finally, drawer number 5, this is where I house my neon pigments, my foils and some of my 3D nail art. So first up, I have some neon pigments that I picked up from AliExpress. As you could tell, AliExpress is usually my go-to place for all things nail art. And then I also have some foil that I picked up again from AliExpress, surprise surprise, and this one has various colours of foil from copper mixed with teal to silver and gold. And the very last thing I keep in these drawers are these little gold beads and also the glass balls that I keep for snow globe nails. So guys, once again, that has us reached the end of this video, and I really hope you enjoyed a little peek inside my collection. And if you're enjoying this series of me showing you a little in-depth look of what I have and how I store it, then give me some ideas for what you would like to see next. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would totally appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Kylie. I am a complete nail polish addict, and on my channel you will find everything from nail art, hauls, swatches and reviews. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. See you next time guys. Bye.